Hi everybody, this is the baseball head, the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the people's champion, your host, the Hunt, and welcome back to the baseball head. And hopefully you like this video outside, as you can see. And it's a beautiful day here in New York. Mets play tonight. They play at 7:10. We'll have the lineups tonight. But Mets play today against the Braves. Get into this video. If you're not on X and you don't know what's going on, this is the channel you need to subscribe to, because I'll let you know what's being talked about and being rumored. As you know, 4 days away from the trade deadline, the Major League Baseball trade deadline, and the Mets have some needs, particularly in the bullpen. Now, they made a lot of moves today. Kodai Senga was reinstated from the injured list. Daniel Nunez was put on the injured list. Shintaro Fujinami, who was on a rehab assignment in the minor leagues, sent off to the Phantom Zone, was DFA'd. Also, the big news, amongst many things today, is Adrian Houser also sent off to the Phantom Zone. Hopefully we'll never see his like again. Getting tired of seeing these sinker balls going out for home runs against all these sort of mediocre lefties and not so mediocre lefties. Like, well, Jesse Winker is a mediocre lefty, but I have some actually pretty good word from SNY. Little Andy Martino. We call him Little because he's very petty. Very petty online. You say anything out of sorts, he gets his nose out of joint. So that makes him a very petty little person. He put out a tweet from what I saw to my other account on X, that the Mets are going for it. That he talked to an executive today, a rival executive, I guess from another team, and they said the Mets are going for it. Now, what does that mean? I don't know. I don't know what that means. I mean, we know that they've been looking for bullpen help. But what does that entail? Are they going for another starter? The starting pitcher's been pretty solid this year. Are they getting another starter they can get more innings out of? You know, I mean, are they moving one of these starters that they have here? Are they looking for another offensive player? Are they looking for another outfielder? And I've said this, they should go for another outfielder. Now, this is not a go-for-it move. Mike Ford, I mentioned him in a previous video earlier this afternoon, that he was the kind of move that the Mets should look to do, because it's not a big move, but it improves the sort of, it raises the level of the boats in the port. He's better than DJ Stewart. I mean, we can all agree on that one. You could play him in left field. You could play him in right field. You could have him on the bench. He's a better hitter. He's not perfect, but he's a better player than what the Mets have. He's a veteran player. He's played here before. The Mets like him in the organization, so it would be a very seamless transition back to the Mets. But I'm trying to figure out, what is the going forward move? Randall Rosarena, as you know, he got traded to the Seattle Mariners. Jeff McNeil has come around offensively. He's hit much, much better. They're clearly not going to trade JD Martinez. They're not going to trade Pete Alonso. So I've been trying to rack my brain over the last hour before I start doing this video. What is the move? What is the move? Garrett Crochet, is that really that big of a move in my? He's got it. I mean, he makes me nervous, because then you got to put him in the bullpen. He'll have an innings limit in the second half. He's got injury history. He was out with Tommy John for last year, so he's not really the type of pitcher I'd want here. Let me know what you think. I don't know what you're thinking as you're watching this video. What is the move? What's the kind of move the Mets should do? That's a go-for-it move right now. Blake Snell, I know, is available. He's not, in my view, not good enough, and he has pitched terribly, and he's been injured since he sort of sat out the all-spring training. What a dumb move by a Scott Boras client. But that was not he doesn't really move the needle for me, in my view. What is a go-for-it move now? Mason Miller, I would mention, he's on the injured list. He broke one of his fingers on his left hand, on his non-throwing hand, so that's not really available there. I'll give you a name. Alexis Diaz could be that player. As you know, he's the brother of Edwin Diaz. He's the closer for the Reds. The Reds are in 4th place in the National League Central, behind, right in front of the Cubs, but they're 4 games under. Or do they look at themselves as sellers? I don't know what they think of themselves as right now. But that's kind of one player I was thinking about that could really help them out of the bullpen that I know the Mets have had interest in. They had interest in him last year. they had interest in him 2 years ago. And I also wonder, this sort of go forward mentality is sort of an adjustment to what happened 2 years ago. A lot of people are very irritated and annoyed that the Mets didn't go for it 2 years ago, when clearly they had a clear need for another hitter in this lineup. Now, I think they need another hitter, but not nearly as bad as it was 2 years ago. But I think they could use another bat in this lineup, obviously, and they could use some bullpen help. Like I said, they need a lefty in this bullpen, another bat, and a setup man. Those are the 3 things, in my view, could really put this team in good stead. And also, I guess, and they mentioned this on their SNY account, that the Mets are kind of want to see how well they're going to play against the Braves this week. And they won last night. That was a huge win last night. They destroyed the Yankees this week. The Mets' attitude, from what I understand, behind the scenes has changed a little bit, from doing things on the margins to sort of things on sort of going for it. And that's kind of what's been the change here over the last couple of days. And who knows what the Mets will be if they win tonight. And this is gonna be a party tonight at Citi Field. If you're at Citi Field, I'm very jealous of you. It's a beautiful day. It's gonna be a beautiful night there. You got Kodai Senga making his first start of the year. You know, the big Japanese contingent there, a big Asian contingent there, and it's been like a party at Citi Field when the Mets have been good the last 2 years. And it's gonna be a big night there tonight. It's gonna be rocking tonight. I don't know if the Braves realize what they walked into. They walked into that 2 years ago. They didn't do so well, and it took them to go down to Atlanta to sort of do all their monkey business down there. But I'll have plenty of videos for you coming up. And again, you can only get this information here, especially if you're not on X, because X is where you'll get a lot of this information. So hit that subscribe button before you go. Like this video, leave comments in the comment section, and I'll see you later.